if we're going to have a strategy for something, we just need to understand what the rules are. This is an excellent side and works tandem with where we are right now in our academic calendar of it being course selection season. So the first thing to understand about Canadian admission is that each faculty has its own requirements. Nursing admits separately than engineering, which admits separately than science, which admits separately than fine arts or arts. And then there's kinesiology, which nobody really has decided what faculty it is and what requirements it gets. So that is the first baseline, is for students to try and figure out or get close. What is my big picture faculty? And then they need to think about the number of usable courses. Most universities in Canada use 5 usable courses. There's some outliers. UVic and Queen's use 4. UBC, U of T, McMaster, Waterloo use 6. So when we talk about usable courses, we're terming courses that the institution has said, these are credible for admission. Most of them tend to be academic in nature. Things like chemistry, Spanish, law studies, always usable. Some things are what we call hover usable. Entrepreneurship 12, McGill takes it as a usable course, but Queen's and Leicester don't take it as a usable course. So it's not just taking the right number of courses for the faculty, it's actually taking the right courses that you need for the faculty. And then the next thing that students need to think about is that grade cutoff, average or minimum average. So the grade cutoff is sort of what was that last student's average who actually got into that institution, into that faculty. Some schools like Queen's Commerce have an 87 sort of average. So what you need from English, pre-calc or calc, your next 2 courses, but you also need for them a minimum average of 80 in both your math and your English. Students in grade 10 and under, this is a really good litmus test. If you think about, these are the schools that I might want to go to, you do the math of your big 4 academics for sure, English, math, social science. If you're taking a foreign language, throw that in there too. That's sort of your academic average. And you can think about, do my grades match where I'm trying to go for academic average? What makes this process a little bit tricky is every single institution does it differently. So it's a bit of a moving target. So one of the things that, if you hear nothing else tonight, I really do want you to hear is, please do not assume that everybody does it the way that UBC does it. UBC is a unicorn in Canadian admission. It's different than any other school. It just happens to be our big dog in town. So it's what we know most intimately. So in order to really, really follow through on the process, you've got to start by doing a lot of research.